Okay, in this video, I want to teach you how to make a worm farm, a worm bed. And the reason for that is that we have a lot of nutrients that are around that we normally throw away, like, you know, leftovers of the greens when we're making our salads and we're cutting the grass and all those things. Now, what is going on is that through Mother Nature and a lot of microorganisms and all this beautiful, amazing microscopical world, we can actually create a lot more nutrients by just adding some sort of man-made fertilizers. Now, how does that work? Very simple. We're going to have, in this case, a square containers. These are the same size containers. And what's going to happen is that adding a lid at the end of the last container, we're going to have compartments. And the reason is that we want to have water, or the solution, the liquid solution on the bottom. And we want to have, you can put as many as 5, 6 of them, but I'm gonna show you with 3. We're gonna have a series of containers or compartments where the worms are gonna live, and where you're gonna put all your leftovers from, again, clippings, stuff, pieces of paper or whatever. I'll explain to you in a moment. But that's how it works. We're gonna make perforations, a perforation to put a nice little valve on the bottom of one, so you can actually drain that and actually use it as something called the compost tea, which is a way more enriched, highly nutrient solution that you can actually spread your plants with, and it's really good. And then the rest is going to be turning into something called black gold, which is a nice, rich, loose soil that is the leftover from the worm process of, you know, eating all the leftovers that we have. Okay. Well, I removed the first, or the upper container, and in this one I start making some little holes. But what I'm using is that I'm using a 1/2 inch drill bit. In this case, you know, 3/8, 1/2 inch is fine. You want to leave some decent space for the worms to crawl. So I'm gonna make, you know, some good amount of holes. I don't want to compromise the structure of the beam by making too many of them, because it's probably gonna collapse. So I'm gonna make, you know, tons of them, but you know, not just too many. All right. So this is the first section. There are, you know, nice, decent sized holes. I was noticing that the material is too weak for bigger drill bits, so I use a 3/8 instead, and then clean out the little edges with that, because it was a lot of leftover from the you know, the drilling. So just clean it up some, and then you have the first compartment where you're gonna put all your solids. Okay. All right. So we go for the second container. In this container, like I said, we're going to make some perforations, smaller, little, you know, small perforations. I would say like 1/8 of an inch, maybe 5/16 of an inch, and we're gonna make all these little perforations on the bottom as well, so the water can actually drain down into the base container. Okay. All right, so we have the bottom container. On the bottom container, we're gonna put this little valve. You can put it of any kind: plastic, brass, aluminum, whatever you have, PVC. Just find a drill bit that will kind of go with the, in this case is this one. It's gonna go with the diameter of your 1/2 inch thread over here. And just find some washers that you can actually put. You can find in the hardware store. And in this case, it's going to be in the outside, and I'm going to use this in the inside to tie it up really well. I'm going to put a little bit of silicone, and that's pretty much it. Okay. Okay, so we have, you know, a good amount of holes on the second one, of the middle container. This is the one that is going to hold the worms, so we don't want them to be too big so they will fall through. But yet, I mean, even if they fall, you want to make sure that, since this is the bottom part of this particular container, the worms, one day, can actually crawl back again if they were just kind of floating on the bottom. Okay, so this is the bottom part. What I did again, I put this little valve on it. I used some different type of washers that I found that I was looking for to make it nice and secure. I put a little bit of silicone on the inside, and those little things that you're seeing over here are some supports that I made, so we can actually see, whenever the worms are living here, it has some support, and some of them are like riveted and stuff like that, so they can actually crawl back again into the other container in case of they fall over here. The water will stay probably up to this level. You drain this thing regularly. Well, keep it moisturized. Now, the water that comes out of here, don't throw it away, because that's a really good water with a lot of nutrients and bacteria, you know, microbial workers that will give you a nice result in your garden, you know, your flowers. So that's the first bottom part. Then you put the other one that has the smaller holes in it. All right. And then here we're gonna put the worms over here with some soil and some, you know, peat moss or some leaves or whatever. You can put them here. Now, to find some worms, you can actually go to just put a cardboard box in a wet area, and they would love to live there. So you start collecting them and put them there. You can buy them when you go to the tackle store. You can buy, you know, 1 or 2 boxes of them that will stay there. And just keep feeding them on the top one. So you put the bottom one, make sure that this one is sitting gently over where the worms are living, and then you put your food over here, and then afterwards you cover it with a lid. It was raining a little bit, so it kind of got wet. So you cover it with a lid, and you keep all the pests and all the stuff away from your herbs or leaves or whatever, you know. So that's how this little worm factory or worm bed works. So I hope this video was able to teach you to understand how you can actually have a lot of nice healthy way of growing your own worms. And also to understand that, you know, it's better to use this type of fertilizing method for your plants. It's cheaper, it's almost free. Again, don't put grease or greasy materials or meats or cheese or whatever that will make it rot, because, you know, they will die. And keep draining it regularly so you have a healthy system. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I see you in the next video.